The rain stayed away for round 7 of the MotoGP World Championship, giving us a race weekend that saw lap records smashed, new cameras tested, and quite a few crashes and incidents. So let's get into 5 things we learnt from the French GP. Shoulder cam success. This week saw the updated shoulder camera being run in Aleix Espargaro's suit. When it was first revealed in Portimao last year, I questioned how good the shoulder cam would be in a race, but with the updated positioning for this round, I think the shoulder cam could be classed as a success, and an awesome addition to the filming equipment MotoGP uses. I hope to see it rolled out across the whole field in the next few rounds, because it gives us an interesting insight, particularly in the first couple of laps of the race. Suzuki Struggles. We got official confirmation that Suzuki is looking to leave MotoGP at the end of the season on Friday. The decision has clearly affected both the team and riders. The riders both had a good qualifying session and a pretty excellent start, but they both ended up crashing out of the race. Rins had a scary repeat of Zarco's Turn 1 incident, and Joan Mir lost the front, going into the last corner at about the midway point of the race. The news of Suzuki's departure will have affected both riders, as it puts a lot more pressure on their shoulders because they're looking for a seat for 2023. They'll both need to score good points in Mugello to make themselves look as good as possible for prospective teams on the grid. KTM Catastrophe. It was the Tech 3 team's home race, but not one to remember, with crashes for both Remy and Raul in the practices and then in the race as well. Overall, the weekend will be one to forget for not just Tech 3 but also KTM itself, as Miguel Oliveira's spiky season continues and their bike struggled around the Le Mans circuit. With Miguel crashing out of the race, the one upside, as it so often is for KTM, was Brad Binder. Red Bull may give you wings, but Joan Zarco took one away as the Frenchman clipped the front of the South African's bike at turn 4 on lap 1. Brad has said that he had to fight like hell as the unstable aerodynamics made his job so much harder. However, he got the bike to a finish in an impressive 8th position. It's the second race weekend where one of the KTM riders has lost a front wing from their bike. It's interesting to hear both of the riders, Remy Gardner and Brad Binder, talk about how this makes the bike handle so much worse and shows how critical these aero components are in modern day MotoGP. Third in 3. Aleix Espargaro had a good start from third on the grid, but he was mullered on the brakes into turn 2. The good start that he had suggests that the new carbon clutch that is meant to improve the starts of the RSGP has worked. Aleix was able to hold off Fabio, who had a terrible start, and make it his third in 3, the first time that Aprilia has ever achieved 3 consecutive podiums. He gains on Fabio in the championship as he continues to pull the maximum out of that RSGP bike. Ducati seat duel. It was a Ducati duel at the front, with Bastianini impressively taking the victory from Miller after overtaking Bagnaia, who ended up crashing out. At the end of the last season, the Ducati factory seat seemed set to be taken by Jorge Martin, but the Spaniard has had an atrocious first third of 2022 and doesn't seem to be set for a shot at the factory for 2023. Rumours in the Italian media have surfaced that Miller has already signed for KTM. I don't put a huge amount of trust in this, and will start to believe it once we see some other motorsport news sites posting about it. So, assuming that Miller and Bastianini's seats are yet to be decided, with the latest victory that Bastianini has taken, he's making a real statement and looks set to take that seat off of Miller. However, Miller has fought for the podium in every round so far, whilst Bagnaia has been progressing forward slowly and sits behind Miller in the championship. If this kind of consistency continues for Miller, he will be a hot choice for any manufacturer on the grid, and so the rumours that he is heading to KTM could be true. Bastianini, on the other hand, would make a great choice for the factory Ducati team, as this win was another impressive display. Rider of the weekend. My rider of the weekend is Brad Binder. As he so often does, he showed up on Sunday, and despite the damage to that KTM, as well as the torrid start of the weekend that he had, he ended up finishing at 8th place, which is an impressive result. I hope to see more at Mugello. Struggle of the weekend. My struggle of the weekend has to be Pol Espargaro. Pol needs to be showing why he should be at that Repsol Honda team, and an 11th place finish is not going to do that, especially when Taka Nakagami is finishing ahead of him. I could have accepted an 11th place finish if he'd been the next Honda behind Marc Marquez, but he needs to be showing that he's closer to Marc if he wants to keep his seat. Alright, that's my video on 5 things that I learnt from MotoGP Round 7. I've missed a whole bunch, so feel free to put anything that you learnt down in the comment section below. I'll try to respond if I can. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. All of that. Welcome again to all of the new people who've subscribed recently. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.